All right, let's dive into a really cool thought experiment today. It comes from a piece of fan lore called the Superman Anomaly, and man, it hinges on one single, absolutely reality-breaking question. So, what does happen? How does a guy like the Man of Steel even operate in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium? Well, before we can even begin to unpack that, you gotta understand the sheer, soul-crushing weight of the universe he's just dropped into. I mean, that quote right there, it just says everything, doesn't it? This is not a place for noble heroes and clean fights. No, it's a universe that is fundamentally broken, like a giant festering wound that just never ever heals. And that is the stage for our little drama. Okay, so to really get why he's such an anomaly, we have to first wrap our heads around the system that he completely shatters. And we're not just talking about big space battles and weird aliens here. No, this goes way deeper. It's about the entire philosophy of just trying to survive. And this is the brutal, cold math of the Imperium of Man. Look, their goal isn't victory. It's just delaying extinction for one more day. Humanity isn't something to be protected. It's a resource to be spent, to be burned. We're talking trillions of lives treated like currency in a never-ending war of attrition. Just numbers on a ledger. The entire system, every single part of it, is built on this grim idea of calculated, necessary sacrifice. And right into the middle of that, he shows. And the way he arrives, it's not like anything this galaxy has ever seen before. It's not a chaos incursion. It's not a Xenos invasion. It's something weirder. It's like a fundamental glitch in the code of reality itself, a cosmic blue screen of death. I mean, just let that sink in. Reality did not tear. It hesitated. The universe itself literally just paused. It didn't know what to do with him. The Imperium has a box for everything, right? Xenos, Heretic, Daemon. But him, he didn't fit. He was something brand new. And in a galaxy like this one, new is just another word for terrifying. So this is the official label they slap on him, an ontological error. Fancy term, right? But what it really means is that he's a truth that does not belong. Think about it. He's a biological constant, a symbol of unbreakable strength, and he just got dropped into a galaxy that is defined, top to bottom, by decay and corruption. He's a fact that, according to the rules of this universe, simply should not exist. So what happens when this impossible man starts doing what he does? You know, saving people? Well, here's the twisted part. In the 40K universe, every single one of his victories turns into a catastrophic failure for the very systems holding the galaxy together. Let's take a look at his first big encounter, for example. Okay, so he drops onto a planet that's getting hammered by orcs, and he does the impossible. First off, he doesn't kill a single one of them. He just neutralizes them, knocks them out. This whole non-lethal thing completely short-circuits the Wa. You know, that psychic field the orcs generate that literally runs on violence. And here's where you see the problem. The Astra Militarum on the ground, they don't send back a report saying, "Hooray, we won!" No, they sent a distress signal, because this miracle just broke the fundamental rules of war as they know. And this is why it worked. This quote is perfect. The orcs couldn't mythologize him fast enough. Their whole deal is built around the idea of a good scrap, a big boss to fight. But Superman, he wasn't that. He was so far outside their understanding of warrior that he didn't even compute. He wasn't the next challenge, he was just an error message. He won by literally breaking their minds. So, next up, he runs into the Adeptus Mechanicus, the tech priests. And oh boy, are they horrified. I mean, their entire religion, their whole dogma, is built on one simple idea. The flesh is weak. It has to be replaced by holy steel. And then this guy shows up, a being of pure, unaugmented flesh who is perfect, a biological machine that doesn't break down. He is a walking, talking, flying refutation of everything they believe. To the AdMech, he is nothing short of biological heresy. Then he faces chaos, the ultimate evil of this universe. And again, something absolutely unheard of happens. He doesn't fight the daemons with prayers or holy relics. He just stands there with this simple, unwavering clarity. There's no anger, no fear, no despair for them to latch onto. And the warp, this endless ocean of raw emotion that chaos feeds on, it just recoils. It wasn't wounded. It was unfed. It was starved. Imagine that. The dark gods found a soul they literally could not digest. But you know what? All of these physical battles, they're nothing. They pale in comparison to the real danger he represents. It's not his fists. It's his message. The single most dangerous weapon he brought into this galaxy was the idea of hope. Now, why is hope a poison here? Well, it's because the entire Imperium, its whole structure, is built on the grim belief that endless sacrifice is the only way humanity can survive. Hope whispers that maybe, just maybe, there's another way, a better way, and that one little thought, it threatens to make the last 10,000 years of unimaginable human suffering completely and utterly pointless. And this isn't some abstract philosophical problem. The effects are immediate. You have soldiers seeing a battle won without a suicide charge, and they start asking, wait, do we actually have to die? You've got citizens seeing a guy in the sky who can actually fix things, and they stop just praying and start looking for real solutions. Hope, it turns out, is like a virus that just unravels the systems of control that the Imperium absolutely depends on. And this leads to the Inquisition's final and, frankly brilliant, conclusion. They realize he isn't a monster you can just kill. He's a counter-narrative. He's an idea so powerful, so completely opposite to everything the Imperium stands for, that he threatens to bring down the whole psychological house of cards that keeps humanity from just giving up. So the Imperium is stuck. They can't fight him. They can't control him. He won't be worshipped. He won't take orders. They're out of options. So they reach for their final, most desperate, and most cruel weapon: the truth. I mean, that really is the question, isn't it? How do you possibly defeat a hero that you can't physically fight? When your enemy is completely morally incorruptible, what's left? Well, you don't go after his body. You go after his soul. You attack what he believes in. And that's exactly what they do. The Inquisition escorts him to the very heart of the Imperium, to Holy Terra, right to the foot of the Golden Throne, not to fight him, but to show him something, to give him a terrible, galaxy-shattering revelation. This is where they hit him with the impossible choice, the irreconcilable truth. On one hand, you have his entire moral code. Every single life is worth saving. No one gets sacrificed, period. And on the other hand, you have the Imperium's reality, the horrifying truth that all of humanity only continues to exist because one man, the Emperor, is kept in a state of living death on that throne. His constant, daily agony is the only thing powering the psychic shield that holds back chaos, the eternal sacrifice of one to delay the extinction of trillions. And that's the checkmate. That's the paradox that finally breaks him. If he does what he was born to do, if he saves the Emperor from that torment, if he ends the sacrifice, the whole system collapses. The Astromicon goes dark. The galaxy burns. Chaos wins. To save humanity according to his own code would be to utterly destroy them. So what does he do? He leaves. His final act is just this quiet, tragic acknowledgement that he can't win. He finally understands that to save this place, he'd have to become just like them, a tyrant, forcing the same cruel sacrifices. He wasn't beaten in a fight. He was simply rejected by a universe that literally could not survive the hope he offered. And in the end, that's what this whole story is about. The Superman Anomaly. It's a tragedy. He wasn't the savior the 41st millennium needed. He was just a glimpse of a better, kinder universe. A painful, agonizing reminder of everything this galaxy has lost and everything it can never, ever be.